Hello, everybody, and welcome to East Coast Gamers Plays Blood on the Clocktower. I'm Scuba Steve, and today we're going to start by playing a little Sects and Violets. Yes, that's S-E-C-T-S, not the other, what you thought it might have said. So this looks like a really interesting game, actually. This could be really fun and funny, or it could go off the rails quickly. So today's demon is a Nodashi, which poisons the two townsfolk neighbors, which interestingly enough are the philosopher and the sage, which could be really powerful. It kind of hides the fact that there's poisoning in the game a little bit. However, we've got the Lost over there as a snake charmer, and if he happens to become the new demon, ouch. Which again, that could have massive impact or no impact at all, because obviously Bunny being the juggler and Sabonite being the artist, they could use those abilities right away, and then it has no impact whatsoever. And it's just, there's a lot that can happen in this setup. I was really happy to hit the random and see this disperse. Plus, Jules has been dying to be made mad by the Serenovus, so it's all up to him now. He can Serenovus himself till his heart's content. Anyway, let's get going. Let's go see if Z wants to actually do anything with this. Hello, Z.
Hi.
Would you like to use your fabulous ability tonight?
Not yet.
Nope. All right, hold it on. See you in the morning. Probably a good choice, not knowing what's going on. It's very, very common, I'd notice, in a lot of games where people will just right away philo into the snake charmer. For some reason, I don't know. Hello, Jules.
It happened again.
You have the power. You wanted to be Serenovus mad so bad.
It doesn't count if I do it myself.
Oh, it counts. It just might not have been as fun. First of all, I'm here to let you know that Reaper is your fellow minion. Blue is your demon. And while I'm here, who would you like to make mad about what?
I would like to make Ethan mad as the klutz.
Ethan. All right. Ethan is mad as the klutz. You got it. See you in the morning. Hello, Ethan.
Hello.
Two questions for you. First, well, I should say two bits of information for you. The first in the form of a question as to who would you like to check?
I will pick Reaper and Sabonite.
You choose Reaper and Sabonite, and you learned that no, they are not on the same team.
Well, the meta continues.
I am also here to inform you that the Serenovus has made you mad about being the klutz.
That is actually, that works great.
All right. See you in the morning. All right. So what I did there was a little bit risky, and it just depended on who Ethan chose. So if he chose incorrectly, I would have paused him and gone about the night order correctly. So the issue there potentially could have been if he selected the Lost, because it's possible that the Lost choose the demon before he goes in the night order. But I did want to stop and just make sure that Ethan was aware that he was mad. So I know I've heard the Mighty Bend mention it's good to go out of order sometimes. You do have to be really, really careful when you do that, just to make sure that there's no mechanic that could actually impact the information that you are giving or maybe already gave. Let's pick back up where we left off. Reaper. Hello, Reaper.
Hello.
You have one of my favorite roles.
Oh, last time I was Pithag on stream, something very bad happened.
Well, it's time for redemption then. Your fellow minion is Jules.
Cool.
And your demon is Blue.
Cool, thank you.
All right, see you in the morning. Hello, Blue.
Hello.
How are you feeling? Well, hopefully this will make you feel a little bit better. Your minions are Reaper and Jules.
Reaper and Jules.
Yep. And your bluffs, I think you're going to like these.
Okay.
Clockmaker,
Okay.
Mathematician, and Savant.
Okay. I get.
You got a little something everything. You got static info, you got ongoing info, you got cryptic info. You can spread the seeds of deceit all game long if you want.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right. See you in the morning. Hello, Lost.
Howdy.
Who would you like to play that funky music for tonight?
Oh, let's go with Z.
You choose Z, and you are now still the Snake Charmer.
Oh, good.
Have a nice sleep. Wow, that was close. It was one token off. Could have had a game changer. All right, now we just go see Justin. Let him know. Obviously, Jules has already made his choice, and we've told Ethan that he's mad. Hello, Justin.
Hello.
Who would you like to dream sweet dreams about tonight?
Let's go Sabanite.
Sabanite. Sabanite is either the artist or the pit hag.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
See you in the morning. Now I was gonna go with demon, which I usually do, or at least I wouldn't say I usually do. I try to, just to get a bunch of demons out there, to give really the town a lot to think about, a lot of potential focus. However, since the seamstress looked at Reaper and Sabanite and he knows they're not on the same team and Reaper's a pit hag, I thought it just made a whole lot of sense. In case that information does come out, right? Obviously, Ethan is playing mad as the klutz right now, so we'll see how that goes. If Jules locks him down, if he changes his up, who knows? I'm very much looking forward to this game, so let's start it. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. It's that wonderfully magical time again. You all wake. It's a bright, shiny day, and I've been slain. You guys have 7 minutes. Go find the demon that did this.
Right, bunny.
Let's
On.
go, Z.
Yeah.
Sabanite.
Lamb?
Want to talk?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
go, Justin.
All right.
Because I had a lot of time to think about this. So, let me know when you're ready.
It on me.
Clockmaker with a 2. Snake Charmer. Judger. Sarah Novus. Barber. Nodashi. Or Artist.
Oh, okay.
If I'm the juggler, what would you like to be juggled as?
You can juggle me as, a mutant.
Awesome. If I'm the Sarah Novus, what would you like to be made mad as?
Ooh. I do love being mad. Something
Right?
crazy. Something really difficult. Give me a challenge.
Spicy. Alright, I can do that.
You said no dashy and then what?
Artist is the last one.
Artist. Right.
Alright. So what are we about to do?
I'm comfortable doing whatever you guys want to.
We can do a 2 for 2, 3 for 3.
We could be crazy and all hard claim to each other.
Well, I don't like doing that because I know that the possibility of one of y'all being evil is too high in my favor to do that. So,
Aw, can you believe that? He doesn't trust us. My
No,
What if I
it's just-
promise I'm not
the
evil?
only thing is that y'all had like a 20-second intermission in that other chat channel, and y'all could have easily have exchanged y'all's roles. I'm just saying.
The whole conversation was me telling Lost, "Hey, can Ethan join?" And Ethan saying, "Yeah, let's go to the monastery." That was it.
Okay.
Whatever
okay,
you
okay.
want to, whatever you're comfortable with, Ethan.
I will tell y'all that I am either. Let me. You know what? I'll make it. No, yeah. I'm either the snake charmer, the seamstress, or the klutz. That'll be my 3.
All right.
And my cat just gets to be annoying.
Sounds normal.
Yep.
I will tell you, I am either the seamstress, the sage, or the philosopher.
Where are you on here? Philosopher or what?
Seamstress or sage.
Okay.
Okay. I will tell you that I am the juggler, the clockmaker, or the town crier.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there one of your roles you would particularly like to be juggled as?
You can juggle me as. Oh, it doesn't matter. Philo.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. See you up top.
What would you like to do?
You tell me. I'm a little concerned that Steve followed us in here, but that's okay.
I think he got bored. I just did a 7 for 7, so that's off the table, unfortunately.
It's fine. I'll take 2s, I'll take 3s.
You're one who likes hints, right?
I do like hints.
You're a fan of hints? Okay, I have a hint for this one.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna fake juggler today, but it's such a waste of time. If you're ready for a hint, I can give you my hint.
I'm all set.
My hint is Shaq.
Shack.
Hello.
I got stuck with the savant. Read for her back petitions like I want not to give a fuck. Okay. So today's information will be someone is next door neighbor. My next neighbor is mad, or I got the last one. Don't worry about me. I'm going back up there.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Hey Steve, just had a very interesting conversation. Nothing really parsed though, per se. Anyways, I'm heading back to
All right.
Great, how are you?
Excellent. What would you like to share about yourself today?
I'm willing to do 2 or 3 if you'd like.
Let's
Whichever
do
you brought.
2.
Okay. I am either the sage or the seamstress.
Okay, you were the 3rd seamstress I've met, so I'm gonna put you down as Sage, because I can't have 3 on my grim. It's just wild.
It's just a really popular business.
I guess so. People are ripping their pants and everything. I'm either the snake charmer or the juggler. Is there a particular
Okay.
role you'd like to be juggled as? Remember, juggles don't kill me, so you can lie to me and it's fine.
You can juggle.
the Flower Girl or the Philo.
If you're the Philo, did you use it?
I did not.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, I'll be heading back to town.
Yep. See ya. Thanks.
Ah, we missed it.
During the night. So I am relying on a social game entirely.
No night info on this script?
I know.
Okay, so that's like a 3 for 3.
Yeah.
So I will tell you, juggler, clockmaker, or town crier. Is there a role you would like me to juggle you as? Doesn't have to be honest, just something to put out there.
Sorry, you said.
Oh, no.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a very productive day. I'm cranky about being dead today. I'll give you guys 1 minute to talk amongst yourselves before we open up noms for day 1.
Steve, before juggles, can I get a quick consult?
Absolutely.
I would like to use my artist ability.
Okay.
And I would like to ask if the demon is is one of Blue, Jules, or the Lost.
If the demon is one of Blue, Jules, or the Lost. Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, thank you.
You got it.
One of the people calling for a hard Vortox check.
The Lost?
I didn't call for it. I just said it would be funny.
Sean said he'd be down for a hard Vortox check.
Only because, yeah, I thought it would be fun to roll the dice.
Okay. Steve, juggle is verbally, right?
Yes, for chat's edification, the viewers with us currently and the viewers later, so that they can hear who juggled what.
Blue juggles that Blue is the juggler, Ethan's the Cero, Justin is either the Dashi, Fengu, or Vortox.
I always get juggled by evil. Every game.
Juggle heard.
Z juggles that Justin is the sage, Jules is the clockmaker, Bunny is the barber, Ethan is the klutz, and Sabanite is the artist.
Juggle heard.
Sabanite would like to juggle Bunny as the artist, Justin as the sage, Reaper as the witch, Blue as the Nodashi, and the Lost as the Fengu.
Juggle heard.
Jules would like to juggle that Z is the philosopher, Bunny is the juggler, Sean is the sage, and Blue is the flower girl.
Juggle heard.
Bunny would like to juggle Sabanite as the artist, Amanda as the seamstress, Z as the klutz, Jules as the Fangu, and Bunny as the juggler.
All right, juggle heard.
Sean would like to juggle Jules as town crier, Christina as a sage, and Bunny as a philosopher.
Juggle heard.
Ethan would like to juggle Sabanite as the Fangu, the Lost as the Fangu, Reaper as the Fangu, Blue as the Fangu.
Juggle heard.
Ethan, is that why I didn't let you type it? Because you said Fangu a bunch?
I think so.
I guess.
Reaper juggles Justin as all 4 demons and Bunny as the klutz.
Justin as all 4 demons and Bunny as a klutz. Juggle heard. If there are no more juggles, noms are open.
Sabanite would like to nominate Blue.
Sabanite nominates Blue. Sabanite, tell us why Blue should be on the block today.
I've heard of an artist who got a yes if Blue was a demon candidate, and also hard confirmation that it's not a Vortox game.
All right, Blue, your defense.
I'm very sad that you would think I'm a demon. I didn't even do anything. I'm innocent.
Steve, can you fix the timer?
Yes, thank you for the reminder. All right. 6 votes required to put Blue on the block.
I will say Blue did give me a rather powerful roll.
Six is enough. Blue is on the block.
Blue nominates Sabanite.
Blue nominates Sabanite. Blue, tell us why Sabanite should replace you on the block today.
I have a powerful role that's probably going to die no matter what, but I don't want to die via nomination on the block. I die to the demon.
All right, Sabanite, your defense.
This just makes me think I juggled Blue as the wrong demon. She might be the Fengu, not Nadashi.
All right, 7 votes required to put Sabanite on the block. 6 to tie.
I have this odd memory of a game we played where Blue was on the 9 o'clock position as a Fengu. Is this a flashback?
No, it's deja vu.
Yeah, maybe.
Or Vujade. 3 votes is not enough. Second call for nominations.
Ooh, now Steve is just getting fancy.
I know, right?
Fancy and pretentious.
Ooh!
Ouch.
Wow. Wow.
Sean is executed and dies.
Served him right.
It's 3 games in a row I die for.
I mean, you did that one to yourself this time.
Jules nominates Ethan.
Jules nominates Ethan. Jules, tell us why Ethan should replace Blue on the block today.
Ethan didn't nominate himself. It's very suspicious.
Ethan, your defense.
My defense is actually I don't have a defense now.
All right. 7 votes required to put Ethan on the block. 6 to tie.
Has the suicidal tendency finally given up? Oh my. I'm happy. Not at the expense of myself, but I'm happy that he stopped dominating himself to die.
Blue, he's been working
And I want
on
my
it.
high five. There we go.
He's been working on improving himself.
2 votes is not enough.
Hey, if you improve a little each day, you're doing the right thing.
Final call for nominations. All right, if there are no more noms, I will bring the day to a close in 10.
Blue, I would nominate, but I'm trying to be a better person.
Blue is executed and dies. And everybody
They rock, Rudy rock!
can celebrate!
Yes.
You did juggle me the right way.
What was the artist question?
Was it one of Blue, Jules, or the Lost?
Yep.
Ooh, you were
Wait, do we seriously get? Oh my god!
All of them. You just picked 3 random people, and I happen to be one of them. Why?
And
He
ironically,
told me to be greedy.
what made it even worse is the Lost is the Snake Charmers. So he would have still been in that.
Yeah, Blue was gonna be like my 3rd or 4th pick, so.
Was Blue the Fengu?
No, Blue was a Nadashi.
Oh, wild.
Jules
That's why I
really
said
mad.
it's right.
Yep, Blue is an Odashi. So really quickly, we had Christine as the klutz, Ethan the seamstress, who checked Reaper and Sabanite and found out that the meta is real because they were not on the same team. However, he couldn't say anything because Jules of Serenovus made him mad about being the klutz. Sabanite used his artist question. Obviously, that was just shared. Sean was your barber. Lost was your snake charmer, who chose Z. So close. His first night, Bunny correctly juggled herself as a juggler and Sabanite as the artist. Reaper was your pit hag, who never got the opportunity to do anything because you killed Blue, his Nodashi. Amanda was the sage. Z was the philosopher who chose not to use the ability, which wouldn't have mattered anyway because they were Nodashi poisoned. And Justin was your dreamer, who saw Sabanite as either the artist or the pit hag, which I thought, if the game actually lasted, would have been entertaining. Reaper being the actual pit hag, and seamstress info showing that they're not on the same team. But that never came to fruition because you guys sniped the demon on day 1.
Artist for the win.
Oh my god! I can't believe it.
Waited until
OP.
now. He's like, let's I need to talk to you. I'm like, why? And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm picking Blue.
Look, Blue, it's okay because literally Bunny's artist question picked 2 people instead of 3. So it's yeah, artist is OP.
Artist is OP.
Listen, it just depends on the artist. Sabanite came to me and I was like, I'm passing the torch to you. Go hard at the beat.
Yeah, I asked Bunny if I should be greedy or not, and she said be as greedy as you can. I wasn't that greedy.
Well, considering how quickly that went, and we got a couple of minutes head start, how feel everyone about a quick re-rack?
Yes.
Yeah. This round.
All right. I'm literally going to shove everybody into cottages, hit the shuffle, hit the random, assign, go. So I'll see you all shortly.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Let's do it again.
Oh.
Again.
It would be hilarious to give them all the same roles, but everybody would get the same role and be like, wait a minute. All right, here we go. You're seeing it live. Shuffle. Oh, wait. We have to remove an outsider. Chat, would you like to remove the klutz or the mutant? Doesn't really matter to me. Klutz obviously gives gives evil a potential win condition there. Pull the klutz. All right. Oh, thank you for the volume feedback. Let's adjust that slightly. How's that? Whoop. That should be a little bit better. Keep a klutz. All right, we'll keep the klutz then. So we keep the klutz. What are we going to add? They've got Dreamer, Snake Charmer, Mathematician, Flower Girl, Savant, Seamstress, Philosopher. Wow, they have a lot of power. What do you say to... let's see. Town Crier just seems mean. Flower Girl and Town Crier. Oracle, maybe? We could possibly do that. I kind of don't want to give him an artist again just because of what happened. Add Clock and Oracle and take away Dreamer and Snake. Add Clock and Oracle and remove Dreamer and Snake. But we still need one more because we've removed an outsider. So we've got to... Yeah, Clock and Oracle. You're right. It's all rough. S&V is a tough game. Yeah, we probably don't want Oracle because of the big game. Snake Charmer, I think for the lulz, we'll put back because of the potential of, oops, now I'm the demon. I guess it's gonna be... Town Crier. Let's do it. Oh, you want Juggler? All right, we'll give him Juggler. Boom. How did it land? Sabanite's the Witch, Sabanite Reaper are no longer on the same team. Ethan's the Vig, Christina's the Pit Hag. Yep, that looks like fun. What else do we have going on around the circle? Okay, cool. Demon Bluffs, let's give them Dreamer Oracle, maybe? Town Crier, Artists, let's give them Artists. Let's let them use Artists to their advantage. Okay. Let's send everybody their character and get this game going. Sage? Oh, Sage and an outsider. Yeah, we could do that. We've got the Pit Hag. Let's okay, if we're gonna give him an outsider. We'll give him mutant. That way they can make somebody a mutant. It's a I mean, depending on who's paying attention, right? You kind of telegraph to them, hey, the mutant's not in the game, because we've got a Pit Hag. So the Pit Hag should know right away. If they learn the demon bluffs, they could create a mutant, and it's obviously like no one's going to come out and say I'm the mutant. So that kind of gives them a free shot right away. But I have a feeling that Barber's probably coming soon. Okay, let's do this. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
Would you like to use your ability?
Not tonight, sir.
All right. See you tomorrow then. Just in case she uses it, let's make sure. All right. Christine and Sabanite. Hello, Christine.
Hello.
Far cry from what you were last game.
Well, I've never been this before.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Nervous, that's okay.
I'm here to let you know that your fellow minion is Sabanite.
Perfect.
And your demon is sitting right next to you in Ethan.
Oh, love that. Okay. Good call. Good call.
All right. See you in the morning.
Thank you.
This is going to be tough for them if they don't sell poison, because the clockmaker getting a 1. It's going to be tough. But you never know. They could be like, I don't believe it. If Ethan kills the pit hag right away to keep the pit hag in the game, then that'll take the focus off. I mean, it's it could work. It could work really, really well. Let's go tell Sabanite. Hello, Sabanite.
Hello.
I have 2 bits of information for you. One of them is that you really can't. Well, you can technically curse Ethan, but you're not going to want to because Ethan is your demon.
All right.
And Christine is your fellow minion.
Christine is my minion. Okay.
And while I'm here, who would you like to curse?
I will curse Blue, please. No, that's mean. I feel like she's gonna nominate me though. I'll curse Sean.
All right, Sean it is.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Hello, Ethan.
Hello.
I'm here to let you know that your minions are Christine and Sabanite.
Okay.
And your bluffs are Sage, Artist, and Mutant.
Okay, at least I don't have to deal with another artist question. I've never had a good game being the demon. I've always lost, and in S&V it always goes downhill. So we're gonna just see what happens.
Turn a new leaf.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. This is probably going to be rough. Hello, Z.
Hey.
Would you like to use your ability? Or actually, I should say, who would you like to use your ability on?
Yes. Can I check Sean, please?
All right, you Snake Charm Sean, and you learn that you are still a Snake Charmer.
Thank you.
You got it. I do hope Sean nominates. Sorry, Sean. All right, we got to go tell Justin. We got to go see Reaper and Bunny. Hello, Justin.
What's up, Steve?
I am here to give you a Clockmaker. What number do you want?
1.
Okay, I'll give you Clockmaker 1.
Thank you.
You got it.
Bye.
Hello, Reaper.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Let's do. It's tempting to do Sean and Christine because they're literally a couple in real life, and it would be funny if they were on the opposite teams. But let's do Bunny and Jules.
You check Bunny and Jules, and you learn that, yes, they are on the same team.
Good to know, thank you.
All right, see you in the morning. Not bad. Fortunately, it doesn't paint any sus on on the evil team yet. But obviously, if they figure that out, they know they have two good players. All right, Bunny, what are we going to tell Bunny? So did anybody's ability malfunction or work abnormally? I don't believe anyone's did. No, they did not. So we give Bunny a 0. Hello, Bunny.
Hello.
How are we feeling about our math skills today?
I'm terrible at math, so I'm actually a little bit excited. This is my first time as the mathematician for real.
Well, then you'll be really excited to hear 0.
Easy. Love it. Thank you.
Simple math.
Yep.
All right. See you in the morning. Yes, chat. We should think about savant info. So the outsider count has been modified is kind of an obvious one because it has. Or let's see what else. The Or I wanted to do something with misinformation, something with poison. Like confirmation. Yeah, exactly. At least one player is affected by madness or poison. Nah, that's a little too vague. I think we'll stick with the madness one. So either the outsider count has been modified. Oh, thank you, Buddha Marky, for following. Yeah, I think we'll go with outsider count has been modified, or at least one player is affected by madness or has been. Oh, thank you, Ergopad. I like that. And thank you, Avia Galaxy, for the follow. We very much appreciate it. I like that. I do like that all once per game abilities were used. I like that a lot, actually. Do we have any once per games that don't go on night 1, though? That's the question. So Philosopher would have gone... Yeah, I like that a lot. Thank you very much, Ergopad. We're going to use that. That's a beautiful one. All right, let me make a note of that really quickly just so that I have it and it cannot be forgotten when it comes time. And let's wake everybody up. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. All right, you know the drill. Second verse, same as the first. You guys have 7 minutes. Go get them.
No pressure on the artist.
Blue, want to chat?
What happened? Who asked?
Do you want to talk?
Yeah,
Blue,
let's go.
would you like
Nina.
to chat?
Yeah, I'll meet you in the lab. Actually, no. The bit had
Justin, want to chat?
Let's do it. I'll follow you.
Barbershop.
Would anyone like to chat?
I'll chat with you.
Well, who wants it?
Well, I'll go to the lab, and if you want to follow, you can.
Okay.
John?
Actually, I was gonna ask Steve if I can have a consult real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
Good morning.
Whatever could you want to know?
I don't know. Who's the demon?
Yeah, unfortunately, your savantiness is not that grandiose yet.
Darn.
Sorry, I'm trying to use as many pretentious words as I can. All right, you learn that one of the following statements is true, the other one is false. Either all once per game abilities were used last night,
Okay.
or the outsider count has been modified.
Okay, so all. Sorry, how'd you state the first one?
All once per game abilities were used last night, so on night 1,
Okay, yep.
or the outsider count has been modified.
Okay. Or outsider count has been modified.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You got it.
I see a Sarah. I see mutant. Yeah, I see a lot of things that are not in there in that 7. So I mean, he cut it in half. Just cut it in half.
All right. I'll give you Philo or Clockmaker, Blue.
Thank you. You already know my role. I'm still mad, and I'm still going to nominate you because I'm petty.
I expect it.
Weird?
Oh, yeah. For Jules, he was acting totally weird. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Did y'all like share roles or anything or no?
No, he didn't share anything because I was like, Jules, I'm gonna let you out of this conversation.
Okay.
Because he seemed to be struggling, and I was like, I'm gonna back up.
Yeah. If he's distressed, we need to let him take care of himself.
Yeah. Obviously.
Maybe he needs to go to the bathroom or something. You never know.
What would you like to share?
What should we do?
You want to do a 3?
So I'm the pit hag.
Okay, well, the thing with that is that we could either leave you alive and we can change me and Sabonite, but if I kill you and you change me, then your ability stops working. So that's because the Vigor Mortis power will stop being in effect. So I have Sage, Artist, Mutant, and I'm going to go with Mutant, but claim other roles. So you can take Sage or Artist. You can take Sage and also claim other roles if you want to. we can be the duo of double claims.
Yeah, I did Clockmaker, Flower Girl. I don't even remember what my other one was. It might have been Sage. I don't know.
Alright. I guess Sabonite can be the artist again.
There we go. Do you know what he is?
Nope, I have not talked to him, but he talked to Blue first, so it may be Evil Twin.
Twin. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, what do you plan on doing with Pit Hag?
I have never played Pit Hag before, so I have.
Well, I will say that there's only one outsider currently, and you know there's not a mutant, so you could create a mutant. But that would mean that I couldn't bluff as mutant, so, like, I don't know if you want to do that or not. You could, let's see, if you don't want the Vigor, we can change it sometime. Just whatever you want to do. And in a few days, I'll just come talk to you again and ask how your progress as Pit Hag is doing.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Have you talked? Okay. Hi, Steve. Hi, chat.
Hello.
Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, we got there just in time, didn't we?
Later.
See ya.
Hey, Steve. Hi, Twitch.
Hi, Steve in chat. Bye, Steve in chat.
We're batting 1,000 so far. Poor Sean sitting all alone.
Wait.
Did you wanna come and chat with us?
I mean,
Okay.
hi.
I mean, sure. I'm fine with this.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I was gonna do a hard claim, but we'll rescind it and we'll just stick with
Blue.
we'll
Blue.
stick
Do you mind if just Ethan and I talk?
I mean, I saw Ethan first.
Oh, did you? I mean, I can leave.
It's
Okay,
fine. I'll
just
go back up.
It doesn't
Oh
matter.
no! Now I feel bad. I feel bad. I didn't hear Blue ask for you.
I
Okay, we
didn't
can be
hear
quick.
Blue either.
We can do hard claim, and then you can talk to Blue.
Okay, I'm the Flower Girl.
Okay, I'm Clockmaker.
Okay. Well, here, go tell Blue to join.
Yes, I will. I will.
Oh boy. Some great stuff. Hello, Blue. Sorry, I didn't hear you at all.
I said it 2 different times. And
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I'm
Chris
sorry.
We don't have enough time. What do you want to do? We don't got enough time to argue.
Okay, you want to do 2 for 2?
Would rather 1 for 1, so I can get some juggles in.
Okay, I'm the flower girl.
Okay.
And you're the juggler, you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. You know the drill. Juggles verbally, please, for chat's edification and anybody watching after the fact. Also, if you could, just for my own edification, put them in chat. I will give you guys a little extra time for juggles on day 1 before opening up noms.
Sabanite juggles Blue as the philosopher, Z as the dreamer, the Lost as the flower girl, Jules as the clockmaker, and Justin as the Fangu.
All right, juggle herd.
Because I didn't get to do this last time, I'm going to juggle Jules as the Fangu, Sean as the Fangu, Bunny as the Fangu, Amanda as the Fangu, and Z as the Fangu.
Juggle herd.
Reaper juggles Jules as the clockmaker, Justin as the clockmaker, Sean as the seamstress, Amanda as the seamstress, and Sabanite as the demon, as Fangu.
All right, juggle herd.
Jules would like to juggle Jules as all 4 minions.
Juggle herd.
Z juggles that Justin is the Fangu, Sabanite is the Philo, Blue is the Dreamer, Sean is the Seamstress, and the Lost is the Town Crier.
Juggle herd.
Amanda juggles Christine as the flower girl, Reaper as the seamstress, Jules as the clockmaker, Sean as the savant.
Juggle herd.
Sean juggles Blue as the mutant, Bunny as sweetheart, Christine barber, Sabe klutz, Sean hungover.
Juggle herd. Juggle invalid, but juggle herd.
Well, technically it's not invalid. Just the last one is.
Just the last one.
Well, it
Christine
could be valid,
juggles.
just not to the game.
Right. Christine juggles Justin, Z, Blue, Amanda, and Reaper as the town crier.
All right, juggle herd. If there are no more juggles, nominations are open.
Blue nominates Sabanite.
Blue nominates Sabanite. Blue, why Sabanite?
Well, mainly because for witch check and pettiness sake, for pettiness sake. That's all.
Sabanite, how do you feel about the pettiness?
Yeah, I expected this.
All right, 6 votes required to put Sabanite on the block.
I mean, don't be petty or anything.
I thought it was don't be suspicious.
Yeah, no, we appreciate pettiness on this server. And we support petty.
4 is not enough.
Jules nominates Jules.
Jules nominates Jules. Jules, why should you be the first to go?
I don't want to live. I hate it. I'm pretty bad. You should get rid of me immediately. Do it now.
All right. 6 votes required to put Jules on the block.
Don't jump. You have so much to live for.
You don't know that.
I'd like to add pertinent info. Do it.
Coward. 7 votes is enough.
Pertinent info. I've heard of a seamstress with a same team ping on Jules and Bunny.
Dang.
Mm.
Ethan nominates Ethan.
Ethan nominates Ethan. Ethan, why should you replace Jules today?
I really don't like that Jules took my way of going about things away from me. And I don't want to die, I just want to... That's all I wanted to say.
All right. 8 votes are required to put Ethan on the block. 7 to tie.
Ethan's feeling petty that he wasn't the first one to nominate themselves.
pertinent info, Ethan. You didn't do this last game, so I don't know if this is valid.
Before I did it.
Last game was an experiment, and obviously it worked really well. So, but it can only be one person that does it.
Four is not enough.
Reaper nominates Justin.
Reaper nominates Justin. Reaper, why should Justin replace Jules on the block today?
Personally, I'm reading Jules. Jules nominating himself seems a bit off to me. And from what Justin has claimed to me, he seems to be a good kill.
All right, Justin, your defense.
I could say the exact same thing about you, Reaper, but I am totally fine with this.
Okay.
I will also say I'm fine with dying.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
In that case, 7 to tie, 8 to die.
Pertinent info, I'm not okay with this.
I'm a poet and they didn't even know it.
Dang it.
One is not enough. If it's not painfully obvious, we're in second call for nominations. Well, by your thundering silence, I will shift to final call for nominations.
I mean, I think we all want Jules to die. Come on, you guys.
I don't want Jules to die. It's just
we have
necessary for
Jules
us to
two
not
minions
lose.
nominate to get him off the block? Let's see.
Yeah, I like Jules.
Me and Reaper tried to get him off, so if he's the demon, we're the minions.
That makes sense. I'm good, so Reaper's evil.
Yeah.
Makes sense, I'm good, so Saber Knight's evil. Although we're not evil twins, no.
If there are no more noms, I will bring the day to a close in 10. Jules is executed and dies.
I pick Bunny.
Why would you pick Bunny, Jules?
I'm claiming Klutz. Picking
Oh, Jules claims Klutz and selects Bunny. And everybody goes to sleep. How do you feel about that, Bunny?
I'm fine.
All right. I wonder if we're going to stick with Sean for the cursing or not. I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's see Amanda. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
How you feeling tonight?
Okay, I think I am going to use it.
Okay.
And I know people normally pick Snake Charmer, but I don't want to be a demon accidentally. So I'm going to choose Oracle.
All right. You choose Oracle.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
All right, see ya.
Ooh. That can get salty for the evil team. All right, Z and Sabanite. Hello, Z.
Hey, can I check Christine, please?
You absolutely can. You snake charm Christine, and you are now the snake charmer.
Okay, thank you.
Who's it gonna be? Are we sticking with Sean? Or are we changing?
I forgot who I put it on. I'm not gonna lie. I will put it on Bunny, please. Yeah, Bunny, please.
All right, Bunny it is.
Thank you.
You got it. Probably good. I think Bunny will nom. I think there's a high likelihood that Bunny would nominate. All right. It's that time, Christine.
Oh,
You're a rookie no more. This is it.
I will choose Bunny.
Okay.
And I will. Oh, I can't choose an outsider. Oh no, I can.
Yes,
choose
you
an
can.
outsider.
No matter
I'll
what you
choose
choose, If it's already in play, they don't change.
It won't.
Yeah.
Right. I will choose the barber for Bunny.
All right. Bunny as the barber. You got it.
Thank you.
See you in the morning. Oh, let's go tell Bunny the good news. Now, this would be hilarious, actually, because if Bunny does nominate and dies, the demon gets it off. This could get really interesting. All right, first let's tell Bunny. And we're not going to give her any math info, obviously, and then we'll go see Ethan. Hey, Bunny.
Hello.
What do you think you learned tonight?
It's probably another 0.
Well, you're very close.
It's a 1?
It's you are now the barber.
Yes! Oh my god! I'm not mad as the barber. I am the barber.
You are the barber.
Hell yeah! All right, great. I'm so excited.
All right. See you tomorrow. Hello, Ethan.
Hello.
What are you thinking tonight?
Well, I'm hoping Blue's not the juggler because she's literally juggled me as the Vigor Mortis, and so I'll have to stick with Flower Girl if that's the case. And there's probably a Flower Girl, so that would be great. But I don't want to kill her because then that would look suspicious. So I'm going to, let's see. We will pick, Sean.
All right, Sean it is.
Actually, not Sean. We'll do Reaper.
All right.
That's final decision.
Reaper it is. Okay. Oh, should have stuck with Sean, bro. Sean would have been a great kill. Yikes. Yeah, we didn't stop any information there. Ooh. Tough. All right. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Let's go see. Well, Bunny already knows. The Lost gets to know if the demon voted. I know Ethan voted, so we'll go ahead and tell him yes. Yeah, there's Ethan's name. Where are you, Lost? Hello, Lost.
Good morning, Steve.
It's not morning yet.
Well, I mean, it's 8 o'clock. It's morning.
It's very close, though, for you, yes. I'm just here to let you know that, yes, the demon voted yesterday.
Oh, good. That doesn't narrow it down at all. Thank you.
You got it. Yeah, fortunately, there was a lot of voting, so that doesn't help a lot. Hopefully between, like, obviously Christine's pit hagging is great because it takes mechanical info away. If Ethan had killed Sean, that would have been really great for, I think it would have actually kind of evened the game out a lot. I still think Evil's a little behind the 8 ball here. But let's see how this goes. Let's see, Amanda. Reaper uses ability. There are no deadies yet, which is actually really good. If Ethan decides to kill a minion tomorrow, this will help because obviously it'll make it look like whoever they executed was evil, unless of course they do kill an evil. We'll see. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
You learn that there are currently 0 dead evil players.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You got it. So much info. And now we go and tell Blue. She got a 2. Hello, Blue.
Hola.
I'm here to let you know. Actually, what number would you like?
Preferably a 2.
Okay.
Or a 3.
You have a 2.
Okay.
All right. See you in the morning.
Alrighty.
Not that it would have mattered. Sometimes that can make a player think that they might be drunk or poisoned. Regardless, I mean, obviously my answer can't change. She's going to get the 2 no matter what she wants. Okay, let's wake everybody up. I'm last. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Reaper has died in the night.
Jules, let's talk.
That's unfortunate.
Well, can we talk real quick?
Really not. I'm probably not.
Where would you like to go?
Don't care. I will follow you.
Ethan, you want to talk?
Okay.
So, were you telling me the truth yesterday?
Yes, I gave you one. I gave you my actual role in our talk.
Okay, then we need to kill Ethan today.
Why is that?
Remember, I told you I was a juggler. Look at my juggles.
That involves researching stuff.
Oh my god, it says I'm the juggler. Ethan's either the Vigi, the Fangu, or the Flower Girl.
Oh, that tracks. He voted last night, and I was told the demon voted, so...
There you go. That's why I asked you. I had to make sure.
Well, yeah, we should probably get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Oh, make sure.
Yeah.
If I'm the artist, I'm either gonna ask my question today or tomorrow. And
Okay.
if I'm the flower girl, I got a yes yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to you later.
See ya. Bye, chat.
Like
Okay.
Bunny.
You had told him before? Okay, cool.
So
Cool.
that creates a small confirmation. That creates a slight confirmation chain between me, Jules, and Bunny.
Yeah, I guess you dying at night, unless it's exactly Vigor.
Unless it is exactly Vigor, or I'm pulling off a Blinder Rough Fangu, or playing off a Blinder Rough Fangu game.
Sure.
Even then, I've only heard of 2 outsider claims, and I only heard of 2 outsider claims within the context of a conversation that was not even that person claiming to be outsider.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a Fangu. I think it could be. I think it's either a Vigor or it could be Vortox. Well, not Vortox. It could be Vigor or Nodashi, I think. Anyways, I'm headed back to town.
All right. Yep. Thanks, Reaper.
How are you?
Good. What do you want to do?
Alright. I've been doing lots of 2 for 2, so we can either do a 3 for 3 or I've been hard them. Let's do a 3 for 3.
Oh, okay. Let me come up with. Okay, got it.
Well, you should have them already if you're the demon, like I'm
Well,
saying.
I've been what demon uses all of their demon bluffs these days, right? You pick one and then you come up with 2 others.
You have to change the meta up. You can use all 3 of them if you want to. You're just going to sacrifice your minions for it. They're not going to get
They're all mine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you that I'm either the sage, the town crier, or the dreamer.
Crier or the dreamer. Okay. I'll tell you, I am either. Let me look at this. This list. I'm either the sage, the artist, or the flower girl.
All right, cool. Yeah. I have a hard claim of
Um,
one of those, Ethan. So this is pretty much a 2 for 2, or a 2 for 3 rather.
Oh, wait, you were saying a 1 or a 2?
No, I said that. Oh, I don't want to put out like. They're like, oh well, if you're a clockmaker, because it was part of my 3.
Yeah.
So it's one of my bluffs. And so they're like, oh, if you were a clockmaker, what number did you get? And I'm like, oh, I don't really want to put my number out, yet because if it's a Vortox game, I don't want to, give out any false information.
Yeah.
Just because it was a bluff. And so I'm like, I'm not giving out
Yeah.
a wrong number.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
And I think it was Amanda. She's like, I heard from another potential clockmaker, and they told
Oh,
me the
I haven't
exact
talked to
same
Amanda.
thing.
I haven't talked
And
to
maybe
Amanda.
Maybe it was Z? Did you talk to Z?
No, but Sean
Oh.
put it in his 3 for 3, and he also gave something in his 3 that I had a hard claim from somebody else. So that's why I asked if you had
So
talked
maybe-
to Sean.
maybe Sean talked to Amanda then and did the
I
same
don't know.
thing.
Maybe. I'll talk to Amanda tomorrow if I can today.
I feel like that's just such a good bluff to like hide your actual role. So I'm like,
Yeah. Wait, so what is your actual 2 or 3?
I am either the sage or the flower girl.
Okay, cool.
So.
Thank you. I appreciate.
As you chose Bunny, those are 3 people that I am deeming good at the moment.
Good. That's a good start.
Yep. Just so you're aware, I don't know if you know this. I've heard through the grapevine an evil ping on Ethan. I don't know what it is or who is getting the ping. I just heard of it.
Okay.
So that's there. Okay, I'll see you in
no
town.
other lead? Yep.
I don't actually. I haven't talked to too many people. I'm trying. They're all busy. Okay, I'll see you in town.
Thank you.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not insinuating that you were a main serum.
You mean this double claim?
Yeah, I've heard rumor about this double claim thing. That's
I will say that I've hard claimed seamstress to every person I've spoken to, including on day 1, which is probably why I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I will give you all 1 minute to talk amongst yourselves before we open up noms for day 2.
I would just ask one question to town before we get to nominations. I heard someone is double claiming my role. I would like to just verify that.
Well, we'd have to know what your role was first.
Six people know I'm the seamstress.
I have only heard of you as the seamstress.
Same.
I've heard of
anyone
seamstress.
as the seamstress from what I've talked to.
Yeah, no, nobody. I don't have seamstress on anyone, so.
Wait, no. Someone said the first day they checked Sabanite and Reaper. I don't remember who that was.
That was last game.
Yeah, that was the first game.
Yeah. Just kidding. That was the last one.
Someone said something about Jules and Bunny.
I was the one who said that there was a seamstress yes between Jules and Bunny.
Yes.
Well, I haven't heard of anything.
Yeah, I never heard of a double claim. However, I
And
have heard a double claim of something else. Hi, everybody. I'm the juggler. I did some interesting juggles. And I personally would rather go after Ethan today because he's also in a double claim. So I want to get this world out of the way.
Who's the double claim with?
I will not say personally until unless they were willing to come out themselves.
What's the double claim of then?
Flower Girl.
Yeah, that tracks.
Hey, stop stealing my bits.
Noms are open.
Nominates Ethan.
I heard it
Ethan,
from
you ain't
Ethan
taking this from me.
first.
No, you did.
I did. Go back and watch the replay.
Well, I can't. We're in a game currently.
Well, let's do it. Even though my role is somewhat powerful, let's do it. Sure, why not?
All right. 5 votes required to put Ethan on the block.
I will say whoever it is that I'm double claiming Flower Girl with, I can clear it up later.
Four votes is not enough.
Do we have any indication on whether or not it's a Vortox yet, or no?
Well,
don't
from my
think it's
perspective,
Vortox.
it's absolutely not a Vortox.
I was gonna say if we're to trust Reaper, it's not a Vortox, which means it's either a Vigi,
Gotcha.
Bangu, or
Yeah, we need to. In order for it to be a Vortox, we would need Jules would need to be. Jules and Reaper, I guess, would need to be evil,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't make any sense.
Also, there's multiple bits of info. My info regarding Jules and Bunny and Blue's info as juggler does not line up with the Vortox game in the slightest.
Reaper,
Okay, I haven't heard Jules or Blue's number.
Reaper, how many people did you tell you were seamstress? Because I just think it's weird that you died in the night.
I told 6 people.
Yeah, it's odd. Like,
I told 6 people, so the odds are what happened was that one of the 6 is a demon, and the thing is though is the thing I find weird of me dying is that I did say I used my ability, meaning that my ability is no longer able to be
exactly.
used.
That's why
Do you
I'm
have
kind of
a
confused.
list of the 6 people you told?
I told Justin, Amanda, Bunny, Sean, and Jules.
What I'm trying to say is that you told a lot of people that you're a seamstress, so you would not be a good demon target. And so that's why it's odd that you died. Because I also indicated when you nominated me that you were something similar.
Yeah,
it's just odd.
Yeah. So my current worldview is that it can't be one of the 6 I told yesterday.
That can call for noms.
Unless they wanted to just put sus on me as possible Fangu.
The Lost will nominate Ethan.
Ethan's already been nominated.
Ethan took it away from me.
That's right.
Sabanite will nominate Blue.
Sabanite nominates Blue. Sabanite, why should Blue be on the block today?
Technically, could still be a Vortox game. It's incredibly unlikely. I don't believe it, but we should get someone on the block. Blue is apparently an outed juggler whose abilities already have been used.
All right, Blue, your defense.
I concede to this, although I much rather not be put on the block because of pet Sabanite. But it is true. I don't want to do a hard Vortex check.
All right, 5 votes required to put Blue on the block.
We don't need all those hands now. 5 is just enough.
They're really rowdy today.
You can put your hand down.
Drop it.
I was making sure Amanda's hand was still up.
5 votes is enough. Blue is marked for execution.
One more pettiness before the road. Blue nominates Sabanite.
Blue nominates Sabanite. Is there anything you'd like to add to that accusation, Blue?
You're very rude. You don't have to keep nominating me for your pettiness. We're not doing this pettiness back and forth.
Sabanite, your defense.
I would never shame Petty Blue, so...
All right, 6 votes are required to put Sabanite on the block, 5 to tie. Three is not enough. Final call for nominations.
Justin will nominate Justin.
Justin nominates Justin. Whoops. Justin, tell us why.
Just more info potentially for Town Crier. Although we've had quite a few noms today. Or if y'all trust Blue more than you trust me right now, I am still okay with this.
All right, 6 votes required to put Justin on the block, 5 to tie.
Don't sacrifice yourself for me, Justin. I am fine dying. I just didn't want Sabanite to do it.
2 is not enough. If there are no more noms, I will bring the day to a close in 10. Blue is executed and dies. And everybody goes to sleep. Interesting night. So I know Ethan doesn't know about the Oracle. Tonight would be a good night to leverage your ability. Unless he's coordinated something with Christine about becoming something else. Who knows? Yeah, this could go a lot of different directions. I'm surprised I didn't hear from Sean today, actually. Yeah, exactly, chat. Sad. I'll remind him because that's kind of a major blow. However, in this game, it was almost, I don't want to call it necessary, but Good's got a lot of info, and the heat is really on evil team. All right, so let's find out what happens with Z. Hello, Z.
Hey.
What are we thinking?
Can I snake charm? Can I snake charm Sabanite?
Yes, you can. And when you snake charm Sabanite, you find out that you're still the snake charmer.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
All right. So this is making it much harder for the evil team the more she confirms people too. Unless she hits jackpot, which I don't think she is. Unless the demon moves. This is going to be tough. All right. Sabanite. Christine. Actually, who's first? Sabanite, yeah. Hello, Sabanite.
Hello.
What are we thinking today?
I would like to witch Amanda, but I don't know that it matters because I think Christine's pit hagging me today. But in case she doesn't, Amanda, please.
All right, Amanda it is.
Thank you.
You got it. Hello, Christine.
Hello, Steve. Can I make extra minions?
Be more specific?
Can I turn a player that is a townsfolk into a minion that is not in play?
Yes.
Can I turn Z into the Serenovis?
You absolutely can.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, actually, it's a good point. Christine, because Christine's a little bit new, so she needs to understand. Hey, Christine.
Hey, Steve.
I do have to let you know, just in case.
Yeah.
Turning a townsfolk into a minion does not change their alignment.
Ah, I see.
So you cannot. That's why I was asking to be more specific, because you can't create evil players.
Extra evil players.
But you can turn them into into minion roles.
All right. So can I boop 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 redact change that up a little bit?
Yeah, I figured, just because, like you said, you had never played Pit Hag before.
Yep.
And chat mentioned, hey, make sure. So yeah, I was like, yeah, really good call. Let's just make certain, because I have seen it before. Good Serenovis is created, and I've seen good evil twins created.
Gotcha. All right, so let's not do anything with Z then. And I would like to turn Amanda into... Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
I think what's useful for me. Oof. Let's try Amanda as the sweetheart.
All right, Amanda as the sweetheart.
Yep.
You got it. See you in the morning.
Thank you.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello, Steve.
I just wanted to let you know that you are now the sweetheart.
No! Okay, got it. Cool. Great. Thank you.
See you in the morning. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, exactly. Great Snipe. So now we've taken the Oracle information off the board to help Evil out. So really the Vigor's kind of got free reign at this point. You can kill a minion if you want to. The only thing, the Savant and the Flower Girl, like, personally I would want that Flower Girl out. But wow, they're with if this information comes out, they're immediately going to think Fangu, which is certainly going to help Vigor. Because I don't think Amanda shared that she was the Philo Oracle. So, but yeah, Ethan's got to do something. He's got to get out of this somehow. They need to move. He needs to be a new demon something. Hello, Ethan.
Hello.
Who's it gonna be tonight?
Well, I can already feel the corner coming closer and closer, and the darkness is about to engulf me in total. So we might as well just try our best to do things. And we're going to pick Bunny. Why not?
All right, you choose Bunny and learn that the barber has died, and you have the option to swap characters.
This is probably the best I don't know if I want to pick it with Christine or Safe Night, because they think that I'm evil, and Justin probably has a 1. So I'm just going to give Safe Night my token and hope he can do it.
All right. Safe Night it is. See you in the morning.
Okay.
All right, so I actually had this conversation with Ben a while ago, which is kind of a bummer. So technically what just happened is a new instance of the characters were created, which sadly means there is no longer a witch curse on Amanda. Bummer. That would have been great. So Ethan is now the witch. And let's go let Sabanite know. Hey, Sabanite.
Hello.
I'm here to let you know. Well, what do you think I'm here to let you know?
Well, I've been told that I am, the other minion was a pit hag, so I'm either being pit hagged, someone lied to me, or I got barber swapped?
Very deductive reasoning. You are now the Vigor Mortis.
God damn it, Ethan. All right, thank you.
See you in the morning.
See you.
I know it could be frustrating. However, I think Sabanite's got a lot of good sus on him. Like, people think that he's good. He's also been Snake Charmer checked, which is really great for evil at this point. So they've taken a lot of heat and been able to very fortunately spin it around. Now, the Lost. What are we gonna tell the Lost? So did Sabanite vote? Yes, he did. Ethan did not vote. This is gonna be interesting because he thinks it's up to... Or he thinks that Ethan is the demon. So now, when he gets the info, the demon is Sabanite, and Sabanite did not vote. So we're going to tell the Lost that no, the demon did not vote. So chat, I'm noticing. So let the new witch pick. Yeah, correct. Night Order does not allow it. But it's like I mentioned before, I had this technical conversation last week when Ben was here with us, co-storytelling, and some kind of character swap happened, and that question came up, and so I leaned into it a bit and asked, and he was like, well, technically speaking, a new instance of the character is created, therefore the witch curse goes away, and since the witch went earlier in the Night Order, there is just no witch curse this night. But I still think that all in all, this was the best thing that could possibly happen to Evil, because I do think that Ethan's likely going to die today, but it just depends. Lost might suddenly go, oh, I'm poisoned or something, but I think when Bunny comes out, if she comes out and says I was barber swapped, they may kill Ethan anyway, saying Ethan was definitely evil and he swapped, now we got to go find who else it was. That's when I think the Clockmaker info is going to come out, which is why it was a really good choice, I think, that Ethan chose Sabanite. And Sabanite's just going to have to run the table unless he manages to kill the pit hag to keep that in play. We'll see. But I think that's it. Yep, that is all. Let's go see Lost and wake everybody up. Hello, Lost.
Hello.
You learn that No. The demon did not vote yesterday.
Oh, that's actually helpful now.
All right. See you in the morning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's going to be painful. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Bunny has died in the night.
Oh boy. Bunny, can we still talk?
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay.
Christine, can we talk? All right.
Hey, Z, you want to talk?
Yeah, Lost, let's talk.
Thanks for the follow, NT Sean.
Sabanite, you want to chat?
Sure.
Ethan, can we chat?
Thanks for the follow, Nerdy Thursday.
Have a chat.
I'm about to worry him.
Blue, would you like to chat?
Lucifer turned Oracle. So there's an Oracle out there. They may still be drunk, even though last night I was turned into a sweetheart. So that was fun.
All right, here's what I have to say about this. So, I used to be the mathematician.
Awesome.
And yesterday, or I guess the first-ish night, I was pit-hagged. But I've been going around still pretending that I'm the mathematician.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming this pit-hag is attempting to make outsiders, so there will be a Fangu jump. However, they haven't changed the demon into a Fangu.
Awesome. Great.
So, we just gotta go demon hunting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm assuming you're an outsider now.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I'm dead, so it doesn't matter. Like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Got it. No, I'm so angry. I thought I was doing something fun and interesting with the philosopher and not just choosing Snake Charmer. But that didn't work out great. Alright, thanks.
I'm
Cool.
sorry. Alright, see you in town.
That's okay.
Mutant.
Yeah, but if they're the mutant, they couldn't even claim that they're an outsider.
So they didn't say they were an outsider. They said that they were sure it wasn't a Vigor game. This was after Jules had outed as Klutz. And that they were they weren't telling me what they were. So I mean, I guess it could be a dreamer that saw like a Nodashi or a Fangu, but...
Okay, so we either have a mutant or a dreamer.
Yeah, I read it as mutant, but...
Okay, you should choose a player, not yourself. You learn one go and a character, which is correct. Okay, okay, sounds good.
Yeah, so can you tell me anything about yourself?
My role is a little tough because I don't really get information outright.
Okay.
It's hard because I don't really. I feel like anything I say would give away my role.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Hey, Steve. Since we're in the lab together.
Yep.
Can I do a consult right now?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
All right, so you learn. So one of these two things, one of these two statements is true. One of them is false.
Mm-hmm.
Either the pit hag created a new role, or a sober clockmaker would now get a 2.
Okay, or a sober clockmaker would now get a 2.
Yep.
That's interesting how you worded that. Okay.
Why, thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
You got it.
and Sean is the savant, I think.
Okay.
So that's stuff you can work with. You can also change Sabanite into a different demon if you want to. You can make yourself the demon if you want to.
Oh, that's too much pressure, Ethan. Oh my god.
No, there's not a whole lot you can go wrong. Just choose carefully, I would say.
So you're the witch now, is that right?
I'm the witch now. And I will pick a no. I want to sell the world that blue was Nodashi. So not Nodashi, but sat next to Nodashi. So I'm gonna keep those two alive next to her, and I'll just be picking other people like the law.
Okay.
Die.
I heard someone else claiming that role.
Okay. Yeah. I have a decent nom today then.
Steve,
Welcome.
can we have a consult real quick?
Absolutely.
A question about me following the Oracle. If they were in play, I would have made them drunk. But since I was changed last night, are they still drunk? Because I'm technically alive.
If you drunked a player because you were the philosopher
Mm-hmm.
and are no longer the philosopher, then you can no longer philosopher drunk anyone.
So they would now be getting correct information.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. All right, welcome back, everybody. I will give you another minute to talk among. Well, I'm all by myself.
Point.
All right, everybody. I will give you guys another minute to talk amongst yourselves before opening up noms for day 3.
I'm just going to put out my info at this point because I feel like it's starting to become relevant. So I am the clockmaker. I have a 1. And so right now I trust pretty much everyone who's dead so far, which doesn't mean that like the people like directly next to them aren't a demon. But for me, that does point evil candidates down into that bottom right corner with Sean in the middle, being a 1 on either side, perhaps. And that's going to be my nom today.
So wait, you're thinking the Lost or Sabe?
No, I'm thinking you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And also,
Justin,
Sean's 3 for 3. 2 of them were double claims, and I've heard he's backed out of the third one, perhaps.
I still, with my information and the fire girl who I trust, both points to only Ethan.
Yeah, I'm just going off my information because I literally don't have a single other piece of info.
Ethan nominates Sabanite.
Stand by. Are noms open yet? Yes, they are. Ethan nominates Sabanite. Ethan, tell us why Sabanite should be on the block today.
I know that I'm probably going to get nominated, but he is in a Clockmaker 1 world, and I haven't talked to him this entire game, so that's a little sus, but not really sus. So yes, let's do it.
All right, Sabanite, your defense.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I need to defend.
All right, 4 votes required to put Sabanite on the block.
Justin. Oh, sorry, it's not over yet.
1 vote
Justin
is not
will
enough.
nominate Sean.
Justin nominates Sean. Justin, tell us why Sean should be on the block today.
Sabanite just did make a good point that, I mean, it could still be Christine Ethan, but I think Sean fits 2 different Clockmaker 1 worlds. And again, I know that there's other information potentially pointing at Ethan, but this is the only info I have so far this game, and we're on day 3.
All right, Sean, your defense.
So, Justin, my 3 for 3 I gave you, 2 of them were hard claim, and you said that I backed out of the third one. I don't know why you think I backed out of the third one, because I haven't. The third one I gave you was Savant, and that's what I am. I'm just Savant, I've never been this Savant, and I feel like it's way too strong of a role to come out early on, so I've been trying to be really coy about it. So I'll just give you guys my info right now, because I'm probably going to get killed tonight if I'm not voted out. Day one,
Sean,
I asked...
Hey, Sean, did you get what I sent you just recently?
Let me check real quick.
Yeah.
Assuming that's a no.
We could have seen that, yeah.
Oh.
Does this mean that he is magically not the savant?
No. No. I got wrong info. So okay. So yeah, so day one I asked for info and I was told once per game abilities were used night one and outsider count was modified. So I don't think the outsider count was modified. So I think everyone used their night one abilities. I did not ask a question day two, and then day three, I got Pit had created a new role, and Sober Clockmaker would now get a 1. So I don't think Pit had created a new role. If Justin is sober and got a 1, then that would state that the second statement is true. Either that or Justin's drunk and Pit Hag did create a new role. So that's all the information I have. So if the 1 is correct, then that clears Sabanite, myself, the Lost, Bunny, and Reaper. And it just leaves Christine and Ethan, who right now both have their hands up. That's my defense. Long and convoluted as it is.
4 votes are required to put Sean on the block.
Sean, for clarification, did your first night info specify that all once per game abilities were used, or just a single ability was used, or somewhere in between?
So I wrote it down. All once per game abilities were used night 1. That's exactly what Steve said.
And what was the other piece of information that night?
Outsider count was modified.
I raised my hand on you because you didn't use your info the second day, and I thought that was weird.
Because I didn't want to publicly ask for a consult, because I felt like that, asking for a consult 2 nights in a row would make it too obvious I'm the savant.
So, just as an FYI for everybody playing, and everybody watching. So first, we got people that like to bluff savant all the time. Secondly, more so for community edification, as we tend to cater to a lot of newer players to help them shepherd them into this game. I very much encourage, especially newer folks, to ask for consults anytime during the game, even smack dab in the middle of a nom phase when somebody has accused before defense if they have a question, because clarity is key. Understanding this game and how it works is paramount. And when new players, I want them all to feel really, really comfortable being able to ask questions and not feel judged, and not suddenly like the entire town's gonna gang up on me and kill me just because I don't understand and this isn't the right time to ask. So I want to make sure that you guys know, because this, our stream team essentially is generally a lot more seasoned players, and I know that they're all familiar with this. So I want to make sure that but also, like I said, for chat certification as well, I want everybody to understand what kind of community we are, so that everybody feels comfortable all the time, no matter what. Some people bluff it on purpose. Some people legit have questions. It doesn't really matter. So with that, unless there's anything you guys would like to add, I will let anybody chime in. But Sabanite has nominated Ethan.
Long story short, I think what you're trying to say is don't meta the storyteller.
Well, that's also a thing on this server.
I know normally, yeah, don't meta storyteller consults, but with this group of people and this game, I felt like it was more important for me to try to avoid that happening.
No, it's understandable. I just want to provide clarity going forward for everybody, so that you don't feel like I can't play my role the way it's meant to be played Like that should never happen. So, Sabanite, why Ethan?
The juggler number, the flower girl info. Apparently, there's a lot of stuff that I only sort of know, but there's lots of reasons. Blue, you can probably save it if you want.
Can I add to that,
Oh, I'm only voting on Ethan, not saving it.
Yeah, I can pass whatever's left of my accusation to the Lost.
The Lost.
Okay. Well, I am the town's flower girl. On the first night, I got a yes, and on the second night, I got a no. The only person not to vote the second night was Ethan. Along with the juggler information, I cannot see any world where it is not Ethan.
All right. And with that, Ethan, your defense.
I will just say that I am the sage. I've been claiming sage, but I've also been claiming powerful roles so that I could possibly die. And as soon as this information got out, I knew that I probably wouldn't. I haven't talked to Sabanite the entire game. But yeah, this is fine, I guess. I wouldn't like it, but sure.
All right. 4 votes required to put Ethan on the block.
Sage is also a double claim.
And that's not a clue.
Eight is enough. Ethan is marked for execution. Second call for nominations.
This will be sad.
I just want to say I would never bluff Savant unless I was committed to my Swedish chef accent.
Really? I have a whole notepad of stuff that I just have for when I bluff Savant.
Yeah,
It's too much work.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Steve and I has shared it with me, and I would never bluff Savant because it's too much work.
If y'all want, I can share my notes with y'all.
Then they'll never believe anything you say.
That's not my problem if it's true.
All right, I'm going to shift to
really
final
big
call
comedic
for
payoff
nominations.
I'll just say that if Sabanite or Bunny is the demon, then that means that I went the whole entire game without speaking to them. That's great.
At this point, Bunny can't be the demon mechanically.
Okay.
All right, if there are no more noms, I'll bring the day to a close in 10.
Sabanite could still be Ethan, but it was
I'm not,
though.
Yeah, I'm not mechanically confirmed, but I'm not.
Ethan is executed and dies. And congratulations! You've killed Ethan. Good night, everyone. That's a good point, Ergopad. Yeah, it would be good for Ethan, I think, right now to come out as mutant because they haven't created one, and obviously it would be dangerous for Christine to make one. But all it would really do is hard confirm that Ethan was evil, which at this point, I don't know if it's that big of a deal. So we'll see. Sabanite's got a tough call between the Lost and Sean. But let's go see what Z does. I don't think she's going to pick Sabanite again. Hello, Z.
Hi. I don't know who to pick. I'm definitely not going to pick myself.
Chat would be proud.
Can I please pick... Yeah, I can't believe the first time I ever got Snake Charmer, I never used it. Lame past me. Can I please pick Amanda?
All right, you pick Amanda, and you are now still the Snake Charmer.
Ah! Okay, thanks.
You got it. I have a feeling Z is now gonna hard confirm that there was a demon swamp by having picked everybody and saying, I didn't change, unless she thinks she's drunk. If Evil can pick up on that, then they might go, Justin's a liar, he's a Nodashi, poisoning the snake charmer. I mean, there's a few ways that can go. And yes, you're right, chat. The lost could be the demon in a world that they create. All right, let's see what Christine does. Hello, Christine.
Hi, Steve. I don't know what to do.
Oh, you've been quite the active pig.
Oh my gosh. And no one's saying anything.
Which is better for you.
Okay, Sean was like right by me, so I had to talk quiet. All right. Oh man, I'm inclined to choose the lost because no, that's not really that bad. I will choose Sean as the mutant.
All right, Sean as the mutant.
Yeah.
See you in the morning.
Thanks.
Really good call to get Sean off the board. Also, this makes an opportune moment for I see Emma and Kim in chat. Sean has sent me a message that he's got something came up and he has an appointment. I believe he has to leave in about 18 minutes. Would either of you like to sub in for him and finish the game for him? If so, please come to Twitchville. Let's go inform Sean. Hello, Sean.
Hello.
I'm
dead.
Actually, I just dropped by first to let you know that you are now the mutant.
Oh, really?
Secondly, I will see what I can do about you having to go. If you gotta go, just go. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, don't sweat it. I'm gonna try to speed things up. But when you gotta go, just send me a message. Let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
See ya. Yeah, good point, Chad. I got too many things going on right now. Neither of you can come because you know the game. Let's see. Sabanite. Now, obviously, Sabanite. I don't think he knows what happened, but if he kills the lost, they're in a really good spot. Hello, Sabanite.
Hello.
Who's it gonna be?
Don't know where the Sage double claim is. I also don't know if it's a bluff or not. I haven't talked to Ethan. I'll kill the lost and hope that he's not in a roll swap with a flower girl.
All right, the lost it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really solid. Now they stop that confirmation. There's no more information in the game at this point. Now they've locked it down to being purely social, and I think it's going in Sabanite's favor. So what a turn for the evil team. They were so under the gun right out of the gate. All right, let's wake everybody up and speed this along. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. The lost has died in the night.
I kind of saw that coming.
Okay, save night. Let's go real fast.
Reaper, can we talk?
Christine, can I talk to you?
Man, I never got to talk to you.
When you were that, it's not wasn't a Fengu when you were killed.
Which what? Are you asking like which
outsider were you?
At the time, it was a barber.
Barber? Okay, so there's not a drunk. Okay, so evil probably swapped amongst themselves. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Really, night one.
No, I did not.
And he's just straight up wrong. That being said, it could still be a vigor in play. That first day of info could still be legit, assuming that.
But even so, his day 2. Hold on a minute. His day 2 doesn't make sense either because
there is none. Day 3.
I mean day 3. the pit had created a new role. Yes, they did. And the sober clockmaker would get a 1. Justin did. So either Justin's lying or
Justin is saying a sober clock. The information is saying it would now get a 1. It's not saying that it wouldn't previously as well.
Okay.
That could still, in theory, work. And that does, in my opinion, that just points to Christine or Sabanite.
I'm good with killing either one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll head back to town.
All right.
Wow, look at Reaper go.
Oh, but it would be a Oh, yeah. Okay. So he could have been a minion who was modifying his flower girl info to get Ethan killed. And it was a vigor, and it's always been a vigor. And that means that Sean's savant info might be poisoned now, or Amanda might be poisoned if she's not evil. Or I might be poisoned if Amanda is evil.
What are you? Because
I'm a town crier with no useful information. I've just gotten yeses.
Okay. All right. I was just very confused. Like, oh, this is what I am. Nope. This is so. All right. I'm not sure. But you think Lost is evil and something jumped last night?
It's a possibility for me.
Okay. So then if that's the case, did you say you thought it was me and the Lost were on the same team?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking you if you're evil.
Oh, well, no, I'm the Sage. I've been trying to bluff, apparently not well. But if we're gonna believe Justin's clockmaker information, would you think that it was the Lost and Sean? I wish we had an oracle.
No, I don't think Sean is the demon. I believe Sean.
So then, if you believe it is the Lost and me, so then you think it was the Lost, me, Ethan, or the Lost, me, Justin? Although if...
I will cheerfully admit, I'm just bad at solving, so...
yeah.
Thanks for the chat.
No. Okay.
This is the barber at the time that I died.
So a barber could still, in theory, be in play then.
Welcome back, everybody. One more minute to talk amongst yourselves before we open up noms for day 4.
I really don't trust Sabanite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because of the information that just came out, I'm inclined to believe that it was a Fingu game, and when Bunny died, it was a demon switch.
Did the clockmaker get any info last night?
Clockmaker only gets info on night 1.
Night 1. Okay.
It can't be that because Jules picked Bunny, and there's also a seamstress.
Could I haven't heard anything from or about Z this game. Does Z have any input about kind of what's going on?
I'm trying to decide which team I want to join.
Wait,
what?
I'm the snake charmer.
Red flag.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, wait, what?
Actually, very conveniently, everyone that I have checked, except for Justin, is still alive, and I am still the snake charmer. So I know that Sean is not the demon, Sabanite is not the demon, Christine is not the demon, and Amanda is not the demon.
There's also been a barber
Unless
swap.
I'm poisoned.
There's been a barber swap, Z, so that kind of rules everyone out that you just put in.
I don't know if it rules out everyone.
Well, it just means
also
it rules out at
possible
least
that
2 of them.
it
that
probably
you've been
means that a
poisoned by,
demon swap.
like a Nodashi, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so the only one you didn't list in that as can't be demon was Amanda.
No,
Oh,
Justin.
It was Justin.
I
Me
checked it
as well.
Justin.
I wouldn't be surprised
okay.
if Amanda was the demon, unless anyone else has any conflicting information.
Jason, did you lie to me?
Me?
Yeah, Jason, did you lie to me?
Stop!
It's Justin.
Nope, I did not. But I do think it's interesting that what do we believe about your day 3 savant info? Just because your day 3 said that a sober clockmaker would now get a 1, which would make me think that there was some sort of I don't know. I think something must have happened where my info must have been wrong on the first day if it's saying now a sober clockmaker would have gotten a 1 if that's the piece of info that we trust from day 3.
Are you saying you smell shenanigans?
Justin, or if there was a barber swap, if we're thinking that's when the barber swap happened, it could be
exactly.
That's the wrong one and the pit hag created a new character is the correct one.
So who's been pit hagged?
I don't think we have a pit hag. I think we just have a barber in play. It's been repeatedly changed.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
a pit hag. We know that there's a pit hag.
I was either pit hagged or Sarah Novus last night.
So a barber swap wouldn't have.
You'd know if you were Sarah Novus. You're told you're
just
Oh,
the
well, then
demon
pit
moved
hag.
themselves.
Well, exactly. But I think the only way that I think a clockmaker number would have changed on that night is a snake charmer change.
Ooh.
Yeah, but a snake charmer, a good player would out themselves at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like a pit hag could turn a minion into an evil snake charmer.
Oh, sure, that's true.
So who's the barber right now? Just offhand.
The barber didn't have to be swapped. It could have been a minion demon.
Yeah, but Bunny expressly said that they were the barber. I'm assuming they are no longer the barber.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know about that.
No,
I'm assuming that's just past tense because of death.
Yes,
Oh,
because
that's
of
also
death.
fair. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Bunny, do you want to clarify?
Yes, it's past tense because of death. I was originally the mathematician.
Oh, so you were pit hag.
Yes, I was pit hagged into the barber. I continued to play as if I was the mathematician. I got a 0 my first night.
Wait, how about this? So what if I was sitting next to an Odashi on the first night, but then on night 3, the demon was changed, so then my number then would have been correct on night 3, but not night 1, because then I'm no longer Nodashi poisoned.
Noms are open.
Also just be evil.
Yes, I.
So
100%.
both people who've been pit hagged are claiming that they've been turned into outsiders as well.
Justin was also trying to pull it off.
I never claimed I was turned into an outsider.
I never claimed you were one of the ones.
No, so Sabin, I was going after Sean just because a clockmaker 1 makes more sense in 2 different scenarios, but then when everything went down with Sean and his savant stuff, it just came across as too innocent, and that's why I pivoted to Ethan.
Wait, so if we have lots of outsider pit hags, do we think it's not a Pengu and more likely a Vigor?
It'll have to have been a Vigor, which would work with my information, meaning that Ethan was the starting Vigor, and it would mean that Christine was as a minion. We just don't know where the other minion is now because of the barber swap.
Do we have any info that exonerates Amanda from being a demon?
Didn't you?
Well, I do, but if Amanda's
Other than
no
you.
Dashi, then
Yeah.
Well, if I'm not poisoned, Amanda voted when I was told the demon did not, so...
Sean nominates Christine.
Sean nominates Christine. Sean, tell us why Christine should be on the block today.
Well, we need to get the nomination ball rolling, and I feel if Ethan is a minion and the Clockmaker 1 is to be trusted, right now it points to Christine. Plus, she's been really quiet.
All right, Christine, your defense.
I have been quiet about my role because I would prefer to be killed at night. I've been trying to bluff, apparently non-successfully. But now that I've said I'd rather be killed at night, that's not going to happen. So you guys can do whatever you'd like.
All right, 3 votes required to put Christine on the block.
Oh, well, I definitely want this to go through then. Get to have time of our life.
Well, if you don't mind dying, you could nominate or you could vote for yourself as well.
4 votes is
There's
enough.
already 4.
Second call for nominations.
5 would be more.
That's true. Christine nominates Amanda.
Christine nominates Amanda. Christine, tell us why Amanda.
I know nothing about Amanda. I would prefer to live. I'm fine with dying, but I like to vote on a daily basis. So it seems like that may be where more of the suspicion lies, other than myself. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, Amanda, your defense.
I'm just gonna out all my information here because Z's asking in chat, so why type it? Hi, I was your philosopher turned oracle, then pit hagged into the sweetheart. So, if you want to kill me, I'm fine with that, but somebody will be drunk.
All right. 5 votes are required to put Amanda on the block, 4 to tie.
I mean, someone being drunk at this point.
Yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
Matter that much.
Do people trust Sape Knight? Because I still have not gotten a roll from him at all.
Yeah, Ethan, I think you're evil. Why would I give you a roll?
0's not enough. Final call for nominations.
Wait, 0's not enough? Are you sure about that?
Last time I checked.
I don't know. Numbers are hard.
Yeah, they can be.
I will point out, in theory anyway, that Sean's day 3 info could exonerate Amanda if you look at it from the present sense. Because a sober clockmaker would receive a 1. I imagine that, I don't know if this is how you would rule it, but a sober clockmaker receiving a 1 on day 3 would likely work off of the living minions, and they'd have to be sat next to, so. And personally, if you buy into the world where both me and Blue are good, then Amanda can't be the demon.
If there are no more noms, I will bring the day to a close in 10.
Ethan, I will say Sabanite's not in the trust
Do
tree.
I have to nominate Justin based on my information?
You can if you want.
He nominates Justin.
Z nominates Justin. Z, tell us why Justin should replace Christine today.
I have non-demon pings on all alive players except for myself and Justin, so I have to nominate Justin.
All right, Justin, your defense.
I know I'm not getting put on the block today, but I gave opportunities to be put on the block early in the game. I know I'm a good character, so I'm not willing to die at this point unless I die in the night.
All right, 5 votes required to put Justin on the block, 4 to tie.
I hear a PD barking.
One is not enough. Bringing the day to a close in 5.
Z, I welcome you to pick me tonight. It would close a lot of worlds.
Christine is executed and dies.
But I understand if you wouldn't.
I will likely die, so.
And everybody goes to sleep.
Oh boy.
There we go. All right. Let's see what Z does. I think she's going to pick Justin. She might not, though. Hello, Z.
Okay. Okay. What do I do? Oh, man. Who died last night? Christine?
During the day or last night?
Last night.
Last night was the Lost? Yes, the Lost died at night.
Lost died in the night. Okay. Can I pick... Oh, God. Can I pick Sabanite?
All right, you pick Sabanite, and you are now the Vigor Mortis. Congratulations!
Okay, thank you.
See ya. Well, actually, there's really not a lot, so you might as well tell me who you want to pick.
Oh god. Let's pick. I don't know what strategically is the best thing to do. I think this is pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's done for you.
Oh god. All right.
But go out with a bang.
At least I got my demon switch eventually. Let's kill. Oh god, who are my minions? My minions might already be dead. Let's kill. Let's kill Justin?
All right, Justin it is.
Thank you.
You got it. Oh, wow. Let's go tell Sabanite. Hello, Sabanite.
Hello. I can't believe Z thinks I would kill her. My best out is getting snake charmed. I'll kill Sean, please.
Well, you can want to kill Sean as much as you like. However, you're the snake charmer and you can't.
Wild. What a choice, Z. What a choice. Okay, thank you.
All right, see you in a minute. Wow, Sabanite nailed it. All right, let's wake him up and let him know. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. 2 announcements to make. 1, Justin has died in the night, and 2, Sean will not be here for the remainder of the game.
Oh no.
It's okay. I've got it.
Z, do you want to chat?
Yeah. I just wanted to demon switch once. I was just like, what the heck? Let's try it. Let's double tap, you know?
Yeah, I like it. Interesting maneuver. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, thanks, Z.
Okay. Wait, Sabanite, who are... Oh.
Claims?
I don't know. I kind of believe the sweetheart claims because I do think that they're turning outsiders. And this pit hag is just like hilariously unlucky, I guess. But then at the same point, like, why? Why? Why would...
I mean... Well, if it's a vigor, then the amount of misinformation in the game is very small.
I guess so? Well, then what do you make of, like... Okay, so who is your evil team, first of all?
I mean, I don't have anything. I thought Ethan was evil. I think Sabanite's evil. And then I have no idea who number 3 is.
Okay. I'm fine to kill Sabanite. From him and Z, I've gotten 0 information.
Okay.
Z,
well,
I've probably got negative information.
Yeah. I mean, I think we are sort of mechanically borked, right? It's gone on too long. There's too many sources of possibility.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's going to come down to social, and Sabanite's just red evil to me all game.
Well, I mean, that's fair. That's just Sabanite. But I mean, I agree with you. I'm totally fine with him being dead. I don't...
He and Ethan throwing things back and forth at each other felt like an evil team sort of soft gloating, I guess.
All right. Should we see if anybody else in the square has been quote-unquote hagged?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, since you're in here, you're still here. Since Sean is gone, we will not have his information. How is that going to
go? I can... If in a round robin it's requested, I can go ahead and paste the info.
Okay, because I know that he was claiming to be pit hagged, but he did not. He did not reveal what he was hagged into.
Right.
So I just wanted to.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Back to town.
It was Sean, Bunny, then I got barber swapped.
Okay.
So
I was going to be blue the first night, and then I was like, wait, no, that's super mean, so I'm not going to do it.
Oh my god! Say now, I really wish I just saved my dead vote on you.
No, this lines up.
No,
It
Sabanite
lines up,
pulled me
yes.
into a room and was literally like, "Watch this," and then left. So,
oh gosh,
that is something I would do.
Okay, I
I
wasn't
like-
here for it. Can I please get the rundown?
Oh
Basically,
no.
I feel like we should let
charm
Z-
Sabanite is what Sabanite is saying.
Hey, Christine, you want to have a quick chat?
Yeah, bye.
Like a 12-second chat.
yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, you can give them a little longer if you want.
that's fine. You guys can continue your chat after if you want.
Okay.
I feel like we should let V talk a little bit.
That's fine.
I've checked. I checked Sean, then Christine, then Sabanite, then Amanda, then Justin, and then Sabanite just pulled me into a room and said, "Watch this," and then left. And I was sitting there with Steve, like, "Oh my god, what?" So I am still the Snake Charmer. This is an insane play.
Okay, what's the original demon claim?
Original demon was Ethan as the Vigor. I got barber swapped when Bunny died. I was the original witch. Christine was the original pit hag. Presumably still the pit hag. I don't know. She might have pit hagged herself into Surrey.
I just kept making outsiders.
Yeah.
That too. Oh, right. Amanda got turned into a sweetheart.
Oh, me and Christine have a great plan. We're just gonna vote on one person each. So y'all can't. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, split the vote. Split the vote.
Oh my lord!
So
Bunny,
we could do it
what's your
today.
read?
Well-
Okay, so I think it's definitely Sabanite.
Oh, we could do it today or tomorrow. Yeah, I don't care.
I don't think it makes a difference. Unless
It's not gonna
it-
make any
Wait,
difference.
I mean, this is essentially a twin pair at this point, right?
what's the current demon?
It's a Vigor.
Figure.
Okay. I was about to say, if
yeah,
it's a
there's been
thing,
no sign of a demon change, so
Yes.
Yeah. Correct. There was just a barber swap and then a snake charm.
I think we just go for it today. It's no different.
Yeah.
I mean, town can do what town does.
What does
As
the
much
rest
as I hate-
of Confirmed Town think?
As much as I hate to say it, I think I believe Sabanite. I hate saying that.
Oh my
it hurts.
god.
Nominations are open.
I 100% do not believe Sabanite.
I
Z?
really want to believe Z, but I just don't.
Z, who did you charm? Did you charm last night? That's what I want to know.
I charmed
Yeah.
last night. I charmed Justin last night.
That's why I don't believe it, because the fact we're so
Well, why
low
would I
in.
double tap? Why would I double tap anybody that I'd already checked?
I think in Z's defense, and I haven't decided either way. I'm just trying to put out a Z perspective here. Is that in Z's world? I believe she. Well, no, actually, this would be after I died, so I actually can't say this. But I will say, if Z believed that the minion and demon had barber swapped, I technically would have been the safest pick. Because, well, no, I take it all back.
Also, there were worlds going around where, Justin, you were on my evil team. I would not kill a potential evil player going into Final Four. I need to be able to say there was a barber swap between me and you.
Why would I?
Like,
know?
I need Justin alive. Yeah,
From
you
my
wouldn't.
Perspective, why would I know that? Why would I eliminate it?
No, I'm saying the demon kill Justin being killed doesn't make sense for me to kill him. You don't know. You could have killed whoever. But
Z, what day did you snake charm, or what night did you snake charm Sabanite?
Night 3.
It was the night you died. So snake charm goes before the demon.
Second call for nominations.
Oh
yeah, Town. Do we want to wait a day, or do we want to do it today?
I don't have a
There's no
vote, so it
point in
doesn't
waiting.
matter.
Sabanite nominates Z.
Sabanite nominates Z. Sabanite, is there
Oh,
anything you would like to
gosh.
add to this accusation?
Jules said there's no point in waiting.
All right.
All right, Ethan. Do you want this one or do you want me to take it?
Z, your defense.
I can't. This is essentially a twin pair. All I know is that when Sabanite pulled me into a room with Steve, he was showboating that he was going to do something crazy. So That's all. When you watch it back, you can see.
Oh my god.
I showboat publicly. So.
All right. 2 votes required to put Z on the block.
Is the minion voting for their demon? Who knows in this world?
The minions wouldn't know who was who.
Yeah, they said they were going to split it anyway.
Yep.
Okay. I mean,
2 votes is enough.
I already got my day 1 win.
Is marked for execution.
Z nominates Sabanite.
Z nominates Sabanite. Z, is there anything you would like to add to this accusation?
I think everything's pretty much already been said, but this is crazy. This is a crazy play. But yeah, I nominate Sabanite.
Sabanite, your defense?
Reaper, I told you I always lose these.
3 votes are required to put Sabanite on the block, 2 to tie.
I wouldn't use all of their votes just to be on a safe side.
Yeah, I'm saving mine.
Yeah, we're killing a demon here, so you're killing either a demon or leaving a demon on final 3. It doesn't matter. May as well go
I
all in.
don't like this vote. I don't feel good about it.
6
Oh, Christine, you
votes
cowered it
is
out.
enough. And as that can it be tied? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Sean's not here, so technically that cannot be tied. Amanda, would you like to nominate?
No.
All right, Sabanite is executed and dies. And congratulations! Everybody goes to sleep.
Oh my.
Yes, effectively the game is over. As long as Lee doesn't kill herself. Wow. What a great game. I was so convinced it was going to be another short game.
Oh man! Wow. That was some spicy lying.
Yeah, it was. It was. You did great. By the way, chat is very proud of you.
I'm sure that I will still lose, but let's kill the savant. I don't know. Let's kill Sean.
All right, Sean it is. Let's go let him know. Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. I've got 2 very important things to share with you. First, Sean has died in the night, and second is congratulations, evil team. Holy cow. What a game.
He's been on the block every day until I die.
Wow.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yep.
Wow.
Poetic.
Boy.
I'm sad.
I'm gonna need the rundown.
Yeah, the rundown was really great. So, on night 1, Sabanite, your starting witch, cursed Sean, who was at the time the savant, and did not nom. The following morning, I'll let Z share all of her snake charms if she wants. I do know that during the stream, I just noted like almost everyone who's alive after that swap, Z had already confirmed. So on day 1, Town executed Jules Your Klutz, who openly chose, I believe it was Bunny, and obviously did not lose the game. So that's semi-confirmed Bunny. Also that day, so there was some contention over information. There was a savant in the game, and on day 1, I told the savant that either all once per game abilities were used last night, which was not true because Amanda was your starting philosopher who chose not to use her role, or the outsider count had been modified because Ethan was your starting vigor mortis. The second day, there was no savant info because I did not get asked. That night, second night, the Christine, your pit hag, changed Bunny, your starting mathematician, who got a 0 on the first night, into the barber. The following day, the witch cursed the barber, which I almost thought would certainly go off. However, Bunny did not nominate that day. That night, Ethan, your vigor mortis, killed Reaper, your seamstress, who I believe looked at, was it Jules and Bunny?
Jules and Bunny.
Yep. And learned that they were on the same team. The following day, the town decided to execute Blue, your juggler, who correctly juggled 2 of her 4 juggles. That night, Ethan, the Vigor Mortis, killed Bunny the Barber and then decided to swap places with Sabonite, thus becoming the witch. Sabonite had cursed Amanda, but technically speaking, a new instance of a witch was created, so there was no longer any witch curse, which didn't really matter for long because that day the town decided to execute the new witch. Night 3, the pit hag changed the savant, Sean, your starting savant, into the mutant, who on that day learned that a sober clockmaker would still get a 1, were the words that I sent. Or the pit hag has created a new role. That was obviously incorrect. A sober clockmaker would not still get a 1 because the demon was now 2 spaces away from the nearest minion. That night, the new Vigor Mortis, Sabonite, decided to kill the Lost, your flower girl, who also got correct information all game long. Day 4... Actually, there was a minor error that I made when it came to reporting Flower Girl info. It didn't really impact the game, so I didn't say anything. Day 4, the town decided to execute Christine, your pit hag. The last night, or the night before this last night, night 5, Z, your snake charmer, did choose Sabonite, your Vigor Mortis. That was a very entertaining and brilliant play by both Z and Sabonite. Obviously, you guys opted to kill Sabonite, thus sending final 3 to bed. Then Z decided to kill Sean, and in the case of a tie, evil wins. And that was your extremely fun game of Sects and Violets.
Awesome game. That was great.
Z, did you want to turn into the demon on the last night?
I was trying to turn into the... Guys, I
don't think so.
Town Crier and Dreamer bluffs lined up for every single night because I couldn't decide what I wanted to bluff as until like night 4. And then I was trying to pick the demon the entire game and then gave up when I outed all of my info. And then after I was outed Snake Charmer is when I found the actual demon.
So did you want to pick... Did you think me or Sabonite was the demon then?
I think that my brain knew that... I think in my heart I thought that it was Sabonite. But my brain was like, you still want to be, or I think my brain knew that it was Sabonite, and my heart was like, you want to be the demon. You still want to be the demon. But my brain was like, you're an outed snake charmer. That's a terrible idea. Don't do it. And then I was just like,
that's why when you outed and then I saw Justin die, I'm like, and then Sabonite came out and said he was snake charmer. I'm like, as much as it pains me to say it, I can believe it. Only because the way you said the day before, I'm still deciding what team to be on, and I'm like,
at that point I decided I was going to be a good snake charmer. But after I killed Sabonite, was told that I was the snake charmer in the split second of like solitude that I had before we got brought out of cottages. I was like, if I had to outed snake charmer demon switch with somebody, I'm happy that it's Sabonite because Sabonite probably would do like a crazy play like that.
Mm-hmm, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I would.
It's easier to sell.
That was my thought.
I've done that before.
Yep. I've seen that
but
before.
I wouldn't have killed Justin there.
Oh, wow. So thanks everybody for being here live with us and engaging in chat. Thanks to the mods also for managing polls and votes and such. We are going to play a second game today, so don't go anywhere. We are going to probably take about a 10 to 15 minute break. So stick around, come back. We're going to play, I believe, what is the name of the script we're going to play, Emma? It's called Star Pass All Stars. So I think this is a pretty well-known script. Obviously not an official one, but a fun one. So we'll see how crazy it gets. Stick around. We'll see you in a little bit.